So welcome back to this part 3 of discussing equations for Bihar State Exam Board. This is a computer-based question and answer. So if you haven't watched till part 2, you can go and watch them. Those are in the description. Yeah. So let's start with this question. This question: Has state software science is concerned with? And let's take the help of ChatGPT for this. Has state software science is concerned with project scheduling, software metrics based on core attributes, explanation. Hasted software science. Hasted software science is a set of software metrics introduced by Mori Hasted in 1977. These metrics are used to measure various attributes of software code to understand its complexity and other characteristics. So it is saying that it is used to measure the various attributes of software code. Okay, and so the correct answer will be something related to the code, right? This is not code. This is not code. Quality assurance is also not related to code. Software metrics based on code attributes. So yeah, this can be an answer. From this basic metrics, several derived metrics can be calculated: project length, program vocabulary, volume, difficulty, effort. Okay. Abstract software science is concerned with calculating software metrics based on code attributes. These metrics help in understanding the complexity and effort required to develop and maintain software. Therefore, the correct answer is software metrics based on code attributes. Now coming to this Putnam models used to estimate. Putnam model is used for estimating software development time. But we first have to understand what is Putnam's model. Putnam's model, also known as Putnam model, Rayleigh PNR model, or Slim software lifecycle model, is a mathematical model used for estimating various aspects of software use case, particularly focusing on the time and effort required to complete a software development project. Okay, so it's just about software development time. Reverse engineering in software refers to. This is simple actually analyzing and understanding existing software. We discussed this in the last video. The framework that okay, reverse engineering means actually to reverse engineer, basically to understand how is something made, right? So in terms of software, it is talking about, right? So we want to understand how is a software made, like, so that's why the answer is analyzing and understanding existing software. Framework that provides guidelines for achieving consistent and high quality software is. Uh, these are some things which you will have to learn. You can't just and these are also kind of hard questions because no one would have seen this. It's just ISO 9000. Okay, what is ISO 9000? It's a set of international standards for quality management and quality assurance. These standards are designed to help organizations ensure they meet the needs of customers and other stakeholders while meeting statutory and regulatory requirements related to a product or a program. ISO 9000 family includes the following. Okay, So I said Agile Manifesto, but it has to be ISO 9000. Okay. Which of the following best defines a class? So class is a blueprint for creating objects. So I will give you an example. Let's say you want to, you have a school and you have students and okay, let's take a simple example. You have a school. In a school, there might be many things, right? School functionalities to teach student. They can also contain some number of students. They can contain some furniture, a blackboard, and all those things, right? So here your class can be as here your object is school, right? So in order to show the school, you will have to show it as a class, and that class can have like multiple functions, many variables for its use and all. So yeah, so class is something which needed to create objects. Now there can be one school, there can be many schools, right? So for each school, we just create objects. What is the purpose of data abstraction in object-oriented programming? So data abstraction is simple actually. It is used to hide the implementation details. So if you're using data abstraction, right, it means that you don't want anyone else to see how you are making up something, how to understand a function actually. So when you use data abstraction, right, on top of a class, all the functions and all, which you are defined inside your class, uh, you you don't expose like uh, how you actually built it. What's the functionality? You just uh, you just show it for that only. So which way we have to hide the implementation details. What is the primary function of namespace in object-oriented programming? So namespace. So this one was a bit tricky. Manage object reference. Primary function of a namespace in object-oriented programming is maybe to manage object reference. But here we are talking about exactly objects, right? So that might not be the case. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT for this answer. The ans- the answer is group-related class and functions. Explanation. A namespace is a container that holds a set of identifiers such as names of types, functions, variables, etc. So namespace is used to store the names, as the name says, right? Namespace. So it's storage for names that allows the organization and management of this identifiers in a program. Namespace helps to avoid naming control by differentiating between identifiers that have the same name but reside in different namespace. Okay. What is the main purpose of using namespace in programming? So, I mean, to organize code into ownership groups. Why I chose this answer? So just before this only, the question was related to group, and the answer which I chose was group related class and functions. The same question is asking like, what is the purpose of using namespace in programming? It is not data encapsulation, it is not organizing code. I mean, yeah, this is to organize code into logical groups. Yeah, P, what is the purpose of this keyword? So when we use this keyword, we actually refer to the same class or object. So we want to refer to the object of this class. So this is the right answer. To refer to superclass, we use super keyword. To create a new instance of class, we will have to create new object of audit class. To call a static method, we can call the method as it is, like we can call the method using the class name. Like if the function name is Fibo and it is present in class ABC, so we'll call that function Fibo using ABC space Fibo and then pass the parameters to get the output. What is the purpose of the super keyword in Python? As I said earlier, right? Super keyword is used to refer to the superclass of the current class. So what is superclass? So let's say your class is inheriting something from some another class, right? So in that case, your class will have a superclass because you are inheriting something, right? So that class becomes your superclass, which HTML tag is used to create a hyperlink. So that is this one. A. A is used to attach URLs and all. Which library simplify JavaScript tasks like HTML? Okay, let's come here. I've never used HL, never used link, never used URL. So I think the only option which I get is A. I mean HL can be something, but let's ask ChatGPT. Answer is A. If the A tag is used to okay. href function is there. There is no HL tag. Okay, link tag is something. There is no URL tag. Link tag is used to define a link to any external resource such as style sheet. It is used in the head section of an HTML document. Okay, we are talking about hyperlink, like some kind of a link, and okay. So if that's the case, why can't link be the answer? The link tag is used to define a link to an external source. It is used in the head section of an HTML document. Okay, which library? Okay, so the meaning between link and A is different. Link is actually something when you want to use some kind of data from somewhere, right? So let's say you want to refer to this translate from your system. So we use link, right, to add some CSS and all, and then you want to use it. For that reason, we use link. But if you want to redirect the user to some new website, right, then we'll have to use the link. Then sorry, we will have to use the hyperlink. So that is so it is written this way. And link is used to import something and then start using in your HTML. Which library simplify JavaScript tasks like HTML document translation manipulation? Which library simplify JavaScript tasks like HTML document traversal manipulation? Okay. I mean, many can be the answer. React can also be the answer for this, but let's see why. So, it is talking about which simplify JavaScript tasks like HTML document traversal and manipulation. So, it is something which deals in HTML documents and manipulates it. Okay, so the answer is jQuery. Why? It's fast, small, and feature a JavaScript library. It simplifies tasks like HTML document event handling, animation, and Ajax with easy to use API that works across a multitude of browsers. Okay, a software program for creating delivering desktop applications as well as to this internet applications that can run across a wide variety of devices. It is not used for HTML document manipulation. React, a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It focuses on building UI components and managing their state, but does not directly simplify HTML document conversion and manipulation like jQuery. Okay, what does AJAX stand for? AJAX stands for Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. How does the DOM tree structure reflect the hierarchy of HTML elements? So it's a DOM tree, right? So DOM tree is basically written. DOM tree structure reflect the hierarchy of HTML elements. As it says hierarchy, right? So it has to deal with parent-child relationship. And but in order to understand what is DOM tree, so DOMs and all are used in React. When you have a main page, from that main page, we add some features of child to that same page. Okay, so body is the parent, div is the parent, and then p is the child. Okay, like this. So HTML also follows DOM. What is the role of document type definition in XML? Document type definition. I didn't know the answer for this. It was just a guess actually. So why I chose this is because it is talking about role of a document type definition. So name says document type definition. So the definition of a document, right? So it has to deal with data, and the best suits this answer. The structure and data, it defines the structure and data type of XML documents. List of external resources for an XML document. It specifies the styling reserve rules for XML. No. Encrypt the content of an XML document. Not sure. It provides a list of external resources for an XML document. Can't be actually because it's talking about document definition, right? XML defines structure. It defines the. It is a set of rules that defines the structure and legal elements and attributes of an XML document. It acts as a blueprint for XML documents, ensuring they adhere to a specific format. Okay. What is Adobe Dreamweaver company used for? What is Adobe Dreamweaver company used for? It is used for web development. Okay. Dreamweaver component used. It's a widely used software designed primarily for developing a range of tools and features that for this facilitate the creation, design and management of websites and web applications, web development, code editing provides a powerful code, editor with syntax highlighting. Can't it be video editing? Oh, it's just code editing. There's no video editing in it. Oh yeah. Okay, no, no, it's not. Graphics is not primary focus. So it's just web development. Okay. Insert command in SQL is just used to insert data in a table. Nothing else. So this is the answer. Not a part of 5 tuples finite automata. 5 tuple for in 5. Okay. So I know this initial state is there, transition state is there, input variable is also there. What are the computation begins initial state, transition state. Okay, set of accepted state. What the states are accepted? Finite set of input. Okay, one, two, three, four. Input initial state transition to the set of states and set of accepted states. Okay, so these are the 5 states which are part of 5 tuple. A DFA can be represented in the following format. This deterministic finite automata can be represented in the following format. So this deterministic finite automata is something uh, which can be coded actually, and it's not infinite and all, right? So we can use a code. I mean, transition table is something using which you can go to the final state actually. Uh, yeah, and transition graph is the same thing, just you convert that table into vertex and all and edges to go to the final state. Yeah. So all of this. What is this? Minimum number of states required to accept string 101. Okay, I didn't know how to do this. So to accept string 101. So my answer was 4, uh, but that was not there, so I chose 3 to accept string with 101 minimum number of states. I tried a lot, but couldn't come up with 2 actually. See, they also say the total state is 4. No, so we can't do it in 2. So to make it using 4. This kind of question has taken like 3 to 4 minutes of my time because the reason being this is wrong, right? So yeah, string is accepted by finite automata. We have to accept a string x by a finite automata. Okay, so the answer is star, but I just wrote it as simple. Actually, it's a guess actually because I didn't know what to make the answer. All makes sense. Like this. Here we have Q0, and I knew Q0 can't be the answer. So Q0 means initial state. By the time we get the answer for this, let's go below. Data Tate. Okay, Tate true or false statement. Every right linear grammar generates a regular language. Mm, okay, at that time I knew the answer for this. So right linear. So let's say S determines AS, right? So so the minimum number of elements can be A, and if you want to keep increasing, right, it can be A, then double AS, then triple AS, then four AS, then five AS, like that. So we are actually going towards the right. So it's a right linear. Now the question is, will a right linear grammar uh, generate a regular language? The answer is yes. The reason it is regular is because uh, in a right linear grammar, right, you are actually just repeating the digits. So if whenever you get repeating a digit, right, we can draw a picture of it and just let it loop over itself uh, until it accepts itself, right? So yeah, it's a regular grammar. Okay. Coming to this part, okay, okay, the correct answer is Q0. Not sure why. In the context of finite automata, accepting a string is determined by whether the string imposed by the automata leads to an accepting state. Okay, this is not correct because represents state reached after processing string X starting from state Q. The state Q is specified as the initial state, so this does not ensure the string is accepted. So it means that we have to start from the initial state. This option is correct because it's typically the notation of the transition function from the initial state Q0 on input X, but it does not represent the final state after processing the entire string. This is the correct output option represents the state whether reached after processing the entire string X, creating. Okay, so star means how to reach the final state. This is the initial. This is not. This is the transition function. So just that. As I said, now A determines X or B, then X will keep repeating like that. A context-free grammar is in Chomsky normal form. So Really not sure what is the answer for this and why. A context program is said to be functional form if every production rule adheres to one of the following terms. Binary production A determines BC where A, B, and C are non-terminal symbols. A, B, and C are not the start symbol, okay? And terminal production where A is non-terminal production, A is a terminal production, okay? Additionally, Chomsky normal form allows for a production of the form S determines epsilon only if the grammar generates the empty string. This is the start symbol. The form A to A is not allowed in Chomsky normal form, so that each production must either produce two terminals or a single terminal, not a single non-terminal. This is correct. Which are the which of the full problems are unsolvable? So we are asking like what kind of problems cannot be solved, right? So this was just a guess actually. I don't remember what is halting Boolean and all. The halting problem is a well-known example of an unsolvable problem. It is whether a given program will halt, terminate, or run indefinitely on a given input. Alan Turing proved that a general algorithm to solve the problem for all possible programming requests cannot exist. Okay. So halting problem is a problem which can't be solved, and Boolean satisfiability proves that the Boolean satisfiability asks whether there exists an assignment of truth values to variables that makes a given Boolean formula true. While the problem is NP complete, meaning it is computationally hard and no polynomial time solution is known. It is not unsolvable. There are algorithms to determine satisfiability, though there may be exceptions for large instances. So basically, both are unsolvable only because um, Boolean satisfiability problem is very hard to solve actually, and it takes a lot of machines and all. BLE stands for Bluetooth Low Energy, maximum number of devices that can be connected to a single Modbus network. Okay, this was just a guess actually. And I just chose the one which was the highest and 2 to the power 8. So there are two answers actually. Uh, According to Modbus RTU RS485, right? It is restricted to 32 devices on a single RS485 network. Now, according to Modbus TCP, there is no limit. So the question in itself is wrong actually. So okay, it's an online storage device drive which can be browsed and from which items can be saved. Online storage device. Okay, okay. I mean, who knows IBF club is fan? Okay, so let's stop for now. Resource management includes resource management includes yeah. So resource management includes IoT devices, IoT cloud, IoT web, IoT networks. This was a guess actually. The correct answers are all IoT devices, cloud, network. So this is also a wrong question. We are talking about resource management. Resource management can be devices, cloud. In cloud only you are actually storing your devices, right? Okay, let's stop. Let's continue later.